Hello you all, I am TK. I do have a page, it's called Takeover, and well, today I would like to do something a little different. But before I get into it, let me explain a few things. The first thing I would like you all to know is that Takeover incorporates the number 733, which is an angel number. This angel number in short means that your guardian angels are always watching over you. And I mean always. Throughout my channel, I would just like to educate individuals on how to use words properly, how to analyze your feelings, and how to do a lot of self-reflection. And today is going to be a story on self-reflection, as well as entertainment, so I hope you all enjoy. And before we get into it, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, okay? Because you guys know you're gonna love it. PSA, to the motherfucker who keeps liking my shit and disliking it, please stop. You're weird. Thank you. Bet. So now that we're done with the appetizer, let's get into the meat and the potato. Let's just say, for entertainment's sake, that this is a mystery. However, intuitively, I already know who it is. But let's just... So you guys, guess what? Guess what? Well, if you read the title, you guessed right. Someone made a fake profile of me. Of me? Of me. Of me? I'm currently on this journey of making my brand pop. And yes, Takeover is my brand. I'm on the journey right now of making it pop. Okay? So, in my mind, one day, I was like, well, you know, let me Google myself and see what pops up. And well, I did. And I found some stuff. I will be inserting the screenshots in the story as well, but let's go ahead and get into the story. For entertainment and disclaimer, my characters' names will be a significant reflection on either the vibe they give off or close to their name, so you guys figure. So let's start off with the story of Bernie Mac. The story behind Bernie Mac. So Bernie Mac and I met at my previous past back in the day jobs at a gas station. At the time, he was a delivery driver and had to stop for gas. And I don't know what it fucking was. It was like, did I meet you in a past life? Did I know of you already? Have I met you before? I don't know what it was, but shortly after meeting Mr. Bernie Mac, I actually got fired from that gas station because somebody wanted to get high and go behind the counter, ma'am. But it's cool. I ain't even mad. It was meant to be. And shortly after that, guess who got a job being a delivery driver? So after getting the job as a delivery driver and becoming even more closer with what I thought was my past life friend, you know, we definitely got acquainted to one another. We definitely learned the goals that we wanted in life, you know, what it was that we desired most. And comes to find out, it's pretty similar. Like, we had a lot of similarities in what it was that we wanted. I hate to even address the awkward part, but fuck it. I'm gonna address it. So there was like a friendly / romantic, but not really romantic, more so like attraction, one way-ish. Way. I don't even... The shit was fucking weird. Okay? There's no way around it. I hate to even address the awkward part, but it was awkward. It was weird. It was off. So basically, he would find me attractive And I would ask him, like, okay, well, are you interested in me? Like, do you want to, like, build a relationship? Or, like, what? Because you keep asking me for this one thing, and it's like, it just stops there. It just, like, stops. Then it just, like, stops. So, you're playing with my emotions at that point. So, I addressed it, and I'm not even gonna lie, I got curved. It hurt for the moment to get curved, but it wasn't hurting because I got curved from him. It was just like, why are you asking me for my time, my energy, my insides, this, that, and the third, and you want nothing? And no, not literally the insides, literally my insides, but y'all know what I'm saying. My root chakra, like my youth fountain, my yoni, my me. I will say the intentions were quite questionable, but it was like whatever. I'm not even like stressing that. Like, who don't have a roster? Whatever. I'm not stressing that. It wasn't even nothing. Whatever. So we continued our friendship. We still went to the club together. Did I say club? Clubs together. We still went out. He still came over. I still came over to his place. Whatever. We smoked. We chilled. We joked. We laughed. Like, there were some ins and some outs, but nonetheless, it was like a regular. I will admit, I'm a flirt, but it ain't like, it's like a fucking hobby. It's like a characteristic. I'm not, whatever. So I'm not gonna say, oh, it was all your fault, because I did dig myself into a hole, I suppose. Self-reflection, okay. But yeah, I mean, that's one. Okay, so in December 2022, I got the push to start my brand, start the year off with a bang, and just put your name out there. So I created a Facebook business page. I made my Instagram my business page. I made a TikTok based off my business page, and as you can see on YouTube, here we are. So for granted, my first segment was word of the day, and I created word of the day so individuals will actually learn not only to broaden their horizon with words, but to ensure that you're using the words correctly. My biggest pet peeve is having someone talk to me like I'm stupid, and that is far from. Okay, so basically the cherry on the sundae is when I made my business Facebook page. I'm not gonna lie, I did not send him a request, but I didn't send him no request because I was like, shit, you gonna see it anyway. It's Facebook. It's gonna get around. Like, whatever. So when you see it, you see it. Whatever. Blah. I did want to state that there was a slight bit of underlying jealousy. I'm going to say, in my opinion, on Bernie Mac's part, because when you have friends that have similar goals of yours, why would you sit there and hate on them for trying to reach their goals? And I know there are going to be some people that say, I don't know about that, TK, but just listen to me out, hear me out. So basically, the cherry on the sundae is when I made my Facebook page, Bernie Mac was not happy. Bernie Mac said that I was dead to him. He was like, good luck with that snub bull. Another reason I made word of the day, because that's not a word. It was just like a lot of emotional intelligence that just went out the window. One reason I didn't send a request is because it's Facebook. You're going to see it anyway, especially in this small town, small-minded community. Whatever. And two, another reason I really didn't send him a request is because in the inside, I knew he was going to act like this. I didn't want to believe it, but it was just like a lot of emotional intelligence that just went out the window. One reason I didn't send a request is because it's Facebook. You're going to see it anyway, especially in this small town, small-minded community. Whatever. And two, another reason I really didn't send him a request is because in the inside, I knew he was going to act like this. I didn't want to believe it, but see, this is the part to me where it gets confusing, because now keep in mind there was that sexual attraction, and I addressed this sexual attraction and I got hurt. I dealt with it and I kept that friendship. So that's one. And two, the reason this is confusing is because if we both have the same goals and we already established that we were friends with each other and we were helping each other and this, that, and the third, why am I the bad guy for trying to make my brand pop? Now, I will be inserting the screenshots of evidence showing emotional intelligence going out the window, therefore showing a reaction. However, does that mean that this individual made a fake profile of me? Not necessarily. But now it's time for number two. Number two is about a mutual friend of ours. We're going to call him Kanye. Kanye is actually really good friends with Bernie Mac. Now, I knew of Kanye because Kanye and Bernie Mac used to always tag each other in their posts, especially when it came to business, music, or any promotional thing that they were. So, I actually met Kanye through I'm going to say socializing app. I met him through a socializing app. And, when he first inboxed me, he was like, "Are you Bernie Mac's friend?" And I was like, Because keep in mind, by now, me and Bernie Mac are not cool. I'm dead to him. Remember that. I'm dead to him. So I was like, well, if he's introducing himself like this, I don't even know if I should even entertain this shit. So I did block him, and then I went on the socializing app, questions and answers, and they were like, once you block someone, you can't unblock them. So I had to find him through other sources of social media. I did go out of my way and find him on other sources of social media because I did not want to give the impression that I was just stuck up, and I was like, let me just whatever. Whew. Okay, so you know how people say first impressions are very lasting? Well, he was like, when we first actually spoke, FaceTime or whatever, he was like, "Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am?" And I was like, "No." He was basically giving me an impression. First, he offered me a job. He was like, "Do you want to be my intern or whatever?" And I was like, I mean, that's cool because, again, I'm in this mindset of making my brand pop. You know, I'm down to learn whatever. I'm cool. Somewhere in the midst, I guess he became very comfortable with me because not only was he telling me about the things that he wanted to do in life, and he was also bragging about how he introduced Bernie Mac to celebrities and blah, blah, blah. And it was just a lot of conversation. So I felt that he was really comfortable with me. One particular conversation that we had was basically something that happened to him when he was younger, which caused him to be in the mindset that he is. So therefore, there were no boundaries set. So you went from offering me a job to flirting with me when I wasn't even interested. So the meat and the potatoes of Kanye and I started when he invited me over to his home. And his home was, let's say, an hour away. At this time, I didn't have gas money, so I was like, I don't mind coming over, but you would have to give me gas to get there and back. But at the same time, I'm not pressed, because if you can't give me gas money, then that's perfectly fine. So this would be another self-reflection. Please keep in mind, I was not pressed about Bernie or Kanye, and I'm sure viewers are going to be like, yes, he was. No, I wasn't. But there were some blurred lines when it came to, as I said earlier, I am a flirt. I'm guilty. I'm not even going to plead the fifth on that. I'm a flirt, whatever. But just because I flirt with you doesn't mean that I always want you. Sometimes I flirt just to be nice. Sometimes it's a characteristic. Sometimes I'm just flirting with you to give you a compliment or to get a discount or whatever, or to even make your day, whatever. That's just me. So there was an incident where me and Kanye were on FaceTime together, and he was like, look, in order for us to get done with the awkwardness, the awkward silence, the curiosity of sexual organs, he was like, just show me yours and I'm gonna show you mine. So we don't even have to get into it. We already know what happened. I'm grown. You're grown. I hope you're grown. He was grown. Everyone watching this should be grown. So we already know. Again, confirmation, another reason for self-reflection, because I should have known right then and there, like, whatever, it could be something, but I'm the type of person, I need a foundation before I start opening up. So keep in mind about the gas money. So I was like, once again, if you would like me to come over to your house, I don't mind going to your house because I'm off today. I was like, I would just need gas money because I wasn't planning on driving, blah, 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 whatever. And again, if you don't have it, that's perfectly fine because I'm not pressed. Like, whatever we can talk about in person, we could talk about over FaceTime. So y'all, this motherfucker, he said, before I cash app you the gas money, can I see them pretty titties one more time? Right then and there, the light bulb went off in my motherfucking head. I said, well, I mean, you already done seen them. We did the whole, you show you yours, I show you mine, to get rid of the awkwardness. Like, I'm not pressed about you. You haven't taken me out on a date, blah, blah, blah. You ain't paid a bill. You should be glad you even got to glance it, whatever. And I just asked him, like, am I gonna have to show you my chest all the time? Y'all, I'm telling you, that's how you know Bernie Mac and Kanye friends. They best friends. They like this. Even though they had their little falling out, that's how you know. Because these motherfuckers' emotional intelligence went out the motherfucking window. When I tell you it went out the window, spaz the fuck out on me. So this motherfucker starts going off. Okay? Now, keep in mind, throughout the meat and the potatoes of the conversation, I done learned about his home life. I learned about what it is that he likes to do. I learned more about his friendship with Bernie Mac. I learned a few things about him within the last 48 hours. So I'm just like a little taken back. And I'm just like, okay, all right. So I also learned that one of his goals in life was basically to become Googleable. Not to Google you and then boom, you pop up. But what makes you Googleable, or what makes people want to look you up, or whatever the case may be. Like, he was trying to create a brand for himself, or a name for himself, or whatever it was. Please keep that in mind, Googleable. So he was helping me create a logo for my brand, which I do have a few pictures of that I can also incorporate into the video, but I'm not going to use them for not my clout purposes. Fuck. But yeah, he was like, so I took this time out to help you do your logo. He was like, I charge people for this, that, and the third. And I was like, well, did you want me to pay for it? Because I don't mind paying. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of looking forward to working with him, because he was like, I could teach you how to do a storyline or a storyboard. I could teach you how to do this. I could teach you how to do that. I could introduce you to this and that, if that is true. So I was a little disappointed, because it was like, because I didn't show you my chest, now I have to lose out on all those opportunities. Like, I'm so long story short, I did apologize because I was like, if I said something wrong, I do apologize, but you can't be mad at me for not. I don't know what the fuck you're shopping for. I'm very confused because yes, I'm not gonna say that he was ugly. He wasn't ugly. It's just like I need more than just face and dick to be attracted to. I need your mindset to be like, we have to be here. I find mindsets to be sexy. I could care less about your face. Yes, the dick needs to be good, but we have to be here. But again, self-reflection, I should have built boundaries, but I was like, bro, you just went off on me because I don't want to show you my chest. And then like that's what really got me, because I was like, if you're asking to see my chest for me to get gas money, what are we gonna do when I get to your house? Because last time I checked, we were doing storyboards and storylines and working in the studio and doing this, that, and third and some arts and crafts. Hell, we might even cook something and watch a fucking movie. But motherfucker, what are you shopping for? Because to this day, I'm grateful that motherfucker didn't give me gas money, because I would hate for what it would have been in person. So let's just go ahead and recap real quick, okay? So we have Bernie Mac, who was a quote-unquote past life friend. We fell out because I made a Facebook business page, and all that I have been doing thus far has been word of the day, except for today. Today's Storytime day, okay? So between two males that are water signs, you know, they a little sensitive. They just a little sensitive. They a little sensitive. They wasn't ready for this Libra action. They wasn't ready. Between two male water signs, who are good friends to one another, although at this moment they might not be good friends, but bros before hoes, I get it. Y'all gonna come back together anyway, especially after you see this video. Who were upset with me for various reasons. And someone made a fake profile of me because I guess they didn't have enough, I don't know, or they had too much time on their hand. I'm not even gonna say not enough time. Honestly, it doesn't matter who the fuck it was. It doesn't matter if it was Bernie Mac. It doesn't matter if it was Kanye. Hell, it doesn't even matter if it was the bitch up the street. It doesn't matter. I'm flattered anyway that someone took the time out to make a fake profile of me. Of me. I'm forever flattered. Thank you to whomever. However, just for entertainment's sake, viewers, who do you think it was? Do you think it was Bernie Mac? Or do you think it was Kanye, the individual who wants to make things Googleable? You guys, please keep in mind the meaning of takeover. It incorporates the number 733. 733 is an angel number, and in short, your guardian angels are always watching. Just for an overall recap, okay, this story is all about self-reflection. This is not a blame game. This is not a who said, she said. This is my side of my story. This is what happened to me, and I'm sharing an experience with you all so that you all can understand, like, who the would ever make a fake profile of me, you know, because as I'm out here working on my brand, I need you guys to know what's really up. But, you know, with that being said, that also means that I have to acknowledge these awkward. Don't be coming for me in the comments, okay? Excuse the noise in the background. I was at the lake. Time for self-reflection. It's Saturday. Had to get some fresh air. You feel me? Be glad you didn't see me with a blunt, because next story time you will. All right, you guys. So check me out for the next story time. Until then, like, share, subscribe, and comment down below. Who do you think made a fake profile of me? Of me. Yes, of me. Who would think? All right, you guys.
Remember,
it's a mother-loving takeover, period.